president.
You are fake news.
Believe me.
You are fake news.
Believe me. Puppet as president.
You are fake news.
Believe me.
You are fake news.
Believe me. Puppet as president.
You are fake news.
Believe me.
You are fake news.
Believe me. Puppet as president.
You are fake news.
Believe me.
You are fake news.
Believe me.
We are live, and I shall wait because of such short notice. See if anybody comes in. I got a lot to talk about, but it won't take long. It ain't smooth. It's not smooth when I run that, nah. Not smooth. Hello, Paul. How are you? And can you tell me how's my voice, audio, if you don't mind? Yeah, I'm just going to talk about my trials and tribulations of building this computer. Let me see. Hey, Cushman, how are you? How is my audio level? Can you guys hear me okay? Give me, if you can hear me fine, give me a number 1. A little low. All right, how's that? Is that better? Am I too loud now? I'm not too loud because I have the tendency of talking loud. I don't want to talk loud. I'm only 6 inches away from it. But I don't want you to hear my TV. It's in the other room, which is about 4 foot away from this wall. Really. Very good. And you're not hearing no other noises, nothing coming from a TV. And the only other thing is my fans on the computer. But I don't think see, I can't hear it because I got the stuff on there. It's not loud on the computer. I wanted to kill some time. Plus, I'm still testing with my computer. I switched out the memory because let me back up a little bit. I guess some of you know that I was having problems with this new build. It's the second motherboard. I was having this rebooting problems. And good. That's all you should hear is me. Unless I'm playing that background music again. Anyway, I just messed up my glasses. Hey, I was getting this rebooting problems, right? The first motherboard, it wouldn't even boot at all. And I'm pretty sure if they gave me different RAM, it would have. But anyway, I had Windows installed, but I get this random rebooting problem. I couldn't even see the blue screen, but I could look at event viewers, and the event viewers were the crash logs, and it was pertaining to a power failure, and some of them were different. But that in the old days, I'll just automatically switch out the power supply. But reading everything about AM5, they have problems with memory running at 6,000, which I have it running since Sunday night. It would crash even when I run it at 5200. And I went up to Micro Center Saturday, switched out the RAM, it crashed on me Saturday night. So you only have you can only swap out so many parts. The memory, motherboard, CPU, and motherboard. Motherboard's memory, CPU, and power supply. Well, the graphics card too, GPU. But so I swapped out the memory. It was still doing it. And I have a new power supply, but I had my 5-year-old power supply in here. That was on my other computer. When I bought the first motherboard, I couldn't get it to boot up. It would stuck on this memory error light on the motherboard, but it wouldn't even post. So I'm thinking, well, I want to make sure it's not the power supply. So I took my old power supply out, my 5-year-old, and my other good working computer, and I put the new one in it, and it was running fine. I put the old one in the new one, and it still wouldn't boot up. And I tried to update the BIOS; it wouldn't even work. You can, with these newer motherboards, you can update the BIOS without having a CPU or memory in. But it couldn't even read it because shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, 7 minutes at the most. And I let it go for an hour and a half. It's still, my flash drive was still flashing, and it's supposed to go out when it's finished, but it never did, and it never read it right. Anyway, long story short, so I took it up there, swapped that for a different motherboard altogether. I ain't got Windows 11 all installed, but then I just have this random rebooting problem. And when I was up there, I bought another power supply. I always like to have a, hey Les, I like to have a spare one on hand. And but I still have my old one set up here when I got the second motherboard. I kind of had it set in there, and I was using it, not thinking anything's wrong with it, right? And I have monitoring software. I can monitor the voltages, your 3.5 rails, and I didn't think about that. And so did the memory, said, well, let me change the power supply, and I did, and I haven't had an issue since I changed it. That was Sunday night, but I haven't been on here more than 3 hours at a time. So, because I could go I think I went like 4 hours, 4.5 hours without crashing before. But I got a feeling it is a power supply. But here's the weird thing, because when I put the new one in my old one, when I would shut down before, I would get these weird errors like, and it doesn't have to be power problem, but I get these weird errors like, when I'm closing, I close all my files, everything is shut down, all my files are closed, and I don't have anything open when I shut the computer down. But it was saying there was some stuff left open, right? And I did all these fixes in the registry. It really didn't do anything. But when I put that new power supply in there, I've had a problem in the old computer. It ran fine, except for when I was shutting it down, it would say files are open, and it would just continue to shut down. I didn't have to do anything, and it ran fine. But when you have bad power supply, it can corrupt files. I mean, it can do a number on files. And actually, I was getting, on this new build, I was even running system file checker, and it was repairing some files. So evidently, something was getting corrupted. And anyway, I put it in here. Long story short, I put the new one in here Sunday night. It's been all right ever since. Been running at 6,000 mega transfers, not megahertz, mega transfers. I want to get that right before somebody shoots me for saying the wrong thing. Anyway, it's working good, and so far. I had there's some issues with like the GPU I got. The fan won't come on until I have to hit a certain temperature, and it's not that it doesn't get that hot in there, but I get paranoid. So I downloaded some software from MSI because I have an MSI NVIDIA GeForce RTX 460 Ventus 2X. Anyway, so I downloaded the software, and it lets from the MSI site. So I can control the fans. It runs, and but I noticed in Event Viewer I'm getting this error like NVIDIA. I forgot what the error was. Like I'm out of memory for the card, and obviously I'm not because it's working. I can monitor how much memory it's using. Well, I'm getting that error. So long story short, hey Ryan, how are you? So long story short, because this has onboard graphics, the built-in video graphics for the AMD. It was like interfering with the NVIDIA. And so what I did was, because there's nothing on it, and I found somebody had the same issue. He tried to unload the software, Ryzen Master, but actually it's MSI uses it to control the fans or something. So every time I try to install it, it would reinstall. But what it is, it's the driver, the video driver. I took that out for the NVIDIA because I'm not using it, right? And that error message stopped. You don't see it. It's just you have to go in Event Viewer and see it because it wasn't affecting anything. And but everything's clean in there now, really clean. Hello, Craig, Captain Craig. How are you? I'm killing time before Richard goes live because I don't think anybody's going live tonight. I was looking under the bus. I think they canceled, and I know Ryan goes tomorrow night, so I don't think anybody was doing anything tonight. And it'll give me, some more testing because I'm pretty sure it's what it was. Just flipping out this, swapping out the power supply is what I'm pretty sure it's solid for me because I've been running at 6,000 ever since Sunday night. Of course, it's only been 4 days, and I haven't been maybe 3.5 hours. I was on it. I mean, at one time, but I've been on it every day and I haven't had any issues at all. There's a weird issue there's a weird issue here on YouTube. When you're watching YouTube, you want to, you're logged in, you follow whoever, and you want to like that page. Like, it wouldn't show up. The like or dislike button would not show up. And I'm looking at some other people I follow. It shows up on some others. It does not. It's weird. But if I would log out, it would show up on everything. But, of course, you can't like it or dislike it when you're logged out. And, man, that is weird as anything. So I did some research. So evidently it's not me. It's I guess, a Windows 11 Chrome thing. So they have an extension for it at the when you look up for stuff to download for Chrome, they have an extension in there, and sure enough, it fixed it. It put it, you enable it, and it fixed it. That was weird, but I never seen that. Charles Green, how are you? How was the concert? Yeah, I was going to message you, ask you. You got a lot of pictures, right? Yeah, Charles, I was saying, I think, since I put that new power supply in here Sunday night, I haven't had an issue. Now, I've been running at 6,000 megahertz, just where it's supposed to run. And it's good. And I put that other RGB fan in on the back. Let me see. What are you guys seeing? Yep. See, I bought 3 new for the front. I blew one of them out in the front, and I just bought 3 new ones. And they're not white, but it don't matter. And I put the 2 working ones. I put the one in the back. It just look. I wasn't going to do RGB. And when I flopped out the RAM for the new RAM on the qualified list, I said, all right, I'll get the RGB. Yeah, I do like it. It does look good. It does look good. I mean, I just don't like the cable management, But So I'm running my Elgato face cam, and I download, whoops, let me see. Let me get to, so it has these effects you can use. But you have to download this NVIDIA's SDK package thing or whatever. So, it gives me these effects, and I think I ran it the other day. And it looks pretty good. You don't have to have a green screen. You're not getting too much noise, a little bit. But it works pretty darn good for not having a green screen up, I think. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Sorry. Oh, how do I turn it off? Sorry. All right. Yeah, so it works pretty good, I think. I like to have my playing around the green screen when it works real good when you have a real green screen, but I don't have no room to move around and what have you. But it works pretty good. Yeah. So like I said, I didn't think anybody was going live. I hope I'm not interfering with anybody with our usual. There's people I know that are live, but I'm not real. They don't have a lot of. They're like me. They don't get a lot of views. Oh my gosh! Yeah, from my hey Dollpot. From my my siblings they hate Trump. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say anything. But all right. Here's something Here's something. I don't care. Whoever. I don't care if you're Democrat, liberal. It doesn't matter. I have nothing against everybody can think what they want. We're allowed to. We have our own minds. You can do whatever we want. We don't have to agree with each other, but we can respect each other, right? Here's something funny. My wife posted this. Let me see if I can find it on Facebook. She posted this. No, I'm not. She posted this picture. When you come in town here, it's this big billboard, right? I'll show you in a minute what it is. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, that's mine. She posted both of them. I can do both. Let me get the original one. I hope she didn't take it down. The original one. Let me see. Oh no. No, she didn't. Here you go. All right, I'm gonna share this and share or present. Share. All right, Facebook. All right, I think you can see that, right? You can see that, right? So when you come into town, well, you're in town for a few miles, but they got this. It's pretty big billboard, right? They have this snowball stand, and you go in there. So I don't know, somebody just drove up there, but I did. I said, would it be cool? What if I went there? What if I went there and I did? Let's see. What if I went there and put my car there? Let me scroll there. Oh, would that be cool if I went there and did the same thing? Except I never went there. I did everything in Photoshop. Well, Photopea. It's a website like you can do anything you can do on Photoshop. I guess you can do there almost. And I didn't even look at any through. I'm just trying to cut and paste and use. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I just was just trying different tools out, and it kind of came out halfway okay. I added some of those bushes aren't there. I added bushes in there, but that's what I like to do. I like to, if I'm not playing guitar, I like messing around with doing stuff like this, or I haven't played with computers in 5 years, built anything, or troubleshoot. But anyway, I'll do one with Kambla too. Except you don't see no signs around here where I live. But I have nothing against her. So anyway, so it took me like an hour and a half to do that. Put my car in that picture. Just experimenting, but yeah. Yeah, there's better candidates out there. But yeah, I'm not getting into politics. It's not. It's all about. All about having fun. You know. Oh, Willie Brown, was he one of the Georgia prosecutors or something? I forget, or the boyfriend? I forget. I don't remember. I'm not. I can't. It's hard to keep up with all that stuff. But anyway, oh, there's Laurie. Hello, Laurie. Oh, ooh, let's talk politics and meet with the doll pod. Yeah, doll pod would be good with politics. Nah, I don't. It's just too much. It's yeah, too much. You should be able to get along with each other. You don't have to agree. Jeez, you don't have to agree. It's weird. Oh, just like the governor. What's his name? What's the governor's name? Rasmussen. No, what is it? I forget. Forget his name. The one that got caught messing around with his. I don't know who was he messing around with while he was married. I forget somebody. Anyway. You do have it. Did you post it? Because I didn't. Yeah, I was looking for it. You didn't do it last week, did you? Yeah, I'll look at it, Laurie. I'll look at it. Yeah, I was kind of happy with what I did last week, even though, or the week before, it certainly wasn't surf music what I was playing, but it kind of worked out. It sounded all right. Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. There's the one thing when I'm using that software, the Elgato software, it makes it a little laggy. So I can switch that. Let me turn that off, see what happens. Let me get out of here. I'm going to lose my camera. You can still, I didn't lose it. But I can switch it from virtual to, let's do not virtual to regular. Oh, there you go. Now it's smoother because I'm not using the software now. Somewhat smoother. Anywho, but yeah, like I said, no one's live tonight. I hope I'm not walking on anybody's feet. Yeah, stop touching buttons. Yeah, stop touching buttons. But Laurie, my new computer's working. It's not rebooting anymore. It's not crashing on me. But talking about guitars, that new Leo James Hurricane guitar that's coming out, I messaged the guy. He said, oh, what did he say? October, I think he said. Oh, Preston is live right now. Well, I don't watch Preston too much. I don't watch. I used to watch Marshall. I haven't watched him in a good while. I don't know who Thomas is. Oh, he does the music, plays the music. Yeah, there's yeah, I don't think I'm too many people to get mad. I don't monetize. This is all for fun to me. I don't care. Yeah, Tom's Chris. That's it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see he was live. Yeah. Nah, I don't need to monetize. It's just, See you later, Les. I have these, these computer issues. So I'm out of the loop. I haven't worked on fixing anything, I haven't built that many, 15, 20, I don't know. But that's over like since the late 90s. So I haven't built a whole lot. I just every 5 years like this do something. So I'm out of the loop a little bit. And I was reading up a lot, like 2 months before I made my purchases. And So, there's a lot of problems with Intel 13 Gen. 14 Gen, I was going to do that. But I stuck with AMD, like my old one, and they have their own sets of problems. So everything I was reading, I had the problems with it too, with this. But then again, but it was my problem because I used an old power supply. I didn't use a new one. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that the last time you talked about it. Yeah, I could have had micro center. If you're not using water cooling, I think they only charge you $150 to put it together, not to install Windows. I think they jack it up for $200. So, I mean, another $200 just to install Windows. I guess your drivers. But I'll do that myself. I don't have no problem doing that. And I mean, just everything's so easy today. I mean, now with your NVMe drives, it's just like your hard drives or SSDs, or they're like memory sticks now. Nothing to it. And then, but you just got to be careful with the CPU. You don't want to bend any pins and stuff like that. So you're like I haven't done it in a long time. Like I'm worrying about dropping it and bending it. The pin, I think the pins are on the socket itself. But anyway, I did the AMD and it's working good. I mean, right now I'm not having any issues, and it's. I wanted to do a white build, and I got a white build. Except for the first motherboard was totally white. I wish that would have worked out, the Gigabyte board, but it didn't. It didn't. Oh, so you're buying the parts yourself. Do they have Micro Center out there? Dog Pod? They got about, I don't know, they're getting close to 30 now. They keep on opening stores in the United States. I don't know if they have anything out there though. They probably do. I don't know. I know they just opened or getting ready to open one up in Miami. They opened the biggest one I think they had recently. It just opened up was in North Carolina. It's near Charles Green, not far from him, and actually where Frank C lives. And actually, you know who's carrying, of all places, who's carrying motherboards now and CPUs if you want to build something. They don't have a good variety, but they have enough for you to build a computer, have everything but a case. Walmart, of all places. Walmart are selling stuff. And some of the prices are not too bad. But, when you get something like Micro Center, they have these combo deals, memory, CPU, and motherboard for really good prices, depending what you're getting. You could save like $150 doing it that way. Maybe even a little more. I don't know. But anyway, here I'm going all over the place, switching gears. I haven't bought a guitar. What was the last guitar I bought? Maybe it was the Leo James. No. I'm sorry. It was the EVH special. But I've been looking at that Leo James Hurricane that's going to come out in October. It's going to have locking tuners, probably the same pickups I would imagine on what I have on my Monsoon, and I like it. I may get. Man, my glasses are dirty. Don't look at my face, because I got old man's face now when I don't have glasses on. I really look old. Well, I am old. No way I let a corporate place bill for me. I went to a computer shop, got a list of stuff, ordered at Micro whatever, then hired an actual Lifetime Pro. They got guys around here. They'll put them together, and well, they have kids too. But this one guy, he looks a little older, and he's got high end stuff. He'll build high end stuff. I would think he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's not a young guy, but then there's kids that do it too. I mean, early 20s or something like that. Probably some young, but this guy, he might be in his 40s. He's an IT guy and stuff like that. He looks like he does good work, and his prices are they're more. They're going to be a little more. Yeah, if they're under 50. Yeah, I'm a little perturbed too. Like when we go in Micro Center, you know, you have the Billet Center. You're talking, and they're young guys there. No, they're not teenagers, but they're in their early 20s. Oh, you won't have no problem. Do this, do that, get that, and of course, I have problems. I go in there with a game plan. I want to get this like an ASRock motherboard, and they talk me out of it, and I'm a little disappointed. But I do like this board. I mean, so far it's doing all right as long as I don't get any more rebooting problems. And Asus is a big name. They're like one of the biggest out of the big four. You know, Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, and ASRock. Those are the big four. Asus is kind of a real big name, but they've been under fire too. They've been under fire lately. They've been having a lot of problems. But my old board is Asus. I had a lot of issues with that in the beginning. I had bad RAM. I didn't know it. It took me a while to sort that out. But it wasn't the motherboard's fault. But anywho, but I'm not going to build a $5,000. What do I? That's crazy. I don't need that. This is about 1,000, 1,200, somewhere around there. It does me fine. But anywho, let me show off some guitars. Let me show off. Ow! This thing's heavy. Which I already showed off before. This is the most recent thing I got. What, 3 months ago maybe? The EVH Special. I was disappointed because it was not centered. The neck was not centered. And you could even tell in the pictures, but I got it centered. I got it pretty good. But the neck is not wide. I was going to get this or the 5150. The 5150 is fatter. But I didn't want it. They didn't have a 5150 in. Well, they did. They did have, but I don't know. I went for this. I like the color, but I think I should have gone for the 5150 because of the wider neck and my fat fingers. But I'm doing it. This is good, and I love their. Well, they both have the same pickups. This is the most expensive thing I got that I don't know. I need to change the strings, and I got the E string. It's not buzzing, but I think it's too low. I need to check the intonation, all that, the height again, and probably change the strings. But this is the most expensive guitar I ever paid. I never dreamed I would spend this much money. But you don't need a expensive guitar to sound good. As listen to the Ball Shredder, listen to Lester Mitchell, and that proves it. Well, no, I probably should have got the 5150 instead of the EVH Special. No, that's what I'm saying. Because it has a little wider fretboard, and with my short fat stubs, but not as fat since I lost the 60 pounds. Charles, how's my audio sounding to you? Everybody else is saying it's sounding good, but I trust your words. I trust everybody.
It just feels like as soon as the afternoon rolls around.
Thanks, Charles. But I am being on top of it. I don't want to keep it up too loud. Where actually, I think I got it up a little one notch too many. I don't want the TV to come through. I can't hear. She might, if she knows I'm live, she'll turn it down. Yeah. But I have I have the computer still on my bench. I don't want to move it to its final place back over here until I know it's going to be on this new desk that I got over here. I want it to be on there. Because I want to make sure it's not going to do any reboot. I don't have to rip anything else out. The only thing, like I said, the only thing left to check is if I do get the rebooting problem, and I don't think I will, is the CPU and the motherboard. It's just a pain. Oh, yeah, we got, I live in a mobile home, dog paw, and so the air conditioner, heater, and all, it's like right near the TV. But we get used to it after a while. I can't hear anyway. I mean, I do need to get my ears checked. I was supposed to get them checked like 2 years ago, and I never went. Because I have a 2013 Honda Civic, like you saw in the picture. I can't hear the blinkers, but it's really low anyway, and I think it's getting worse. Because I'm there, like, my wife will tell me if I'm making a right-hand turn, and, it doesn't always go off. She said, turn your blinker off, turn your blinker off. But you can't hear it. But I think some of it's me, though. Anywho. Yeah, I don't know if I want to get I tried to sell my Gibson SG like 2 months, or it might have been longer, 2 months. No hits on that. I mean, somebody wants to trade you, or you say no shipping, but they want you to, just. But I took it down. I'll probably put it back up, because that's what happened. I did it with my Telecaster. I wasn't getting any luck. Took it down, waited a few days, put it back up, and I got somebody like right away, and he was real pleased with it. But my SG, I like it, but I like the Les Paul too. But I don't know, something about a Strat. I don't know why I like playing it. Yeah, Craig, it's called selective hearing. That's what that's called. Selective hearing. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hey, I'm going to do this. How do I do it? If anybody here, I'm not expecting, but anybody wants to come in and talk with me, because I get boring after a while. It's nothing. Invite, copy. Because I'll go for a little bit. I'll go for another half hour maybe. If anybody wants to come in and share stories with me of whatever, breaking news. Oh yeah, 3 days. Yeah, I got it. Well, I'm coming up. My wedding anniversary is coming up really soon. Actually, September 28th. 40 years. 40 years. I've been married. We've been married, and I'm on my second marriage. My wife is on her third. I'm her third marriage, but she married the same guy. She divorced her husband and remarried again. Only to divorce him again because he was still doing the same thing. But 40 years, wow. I can't imagine being. You imagine being with somebody for 40 years? $13 years, yeah, 40 years. Well, I'm pretty old. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. We had our ups and downs, believe me. But nothing really bad. Yeah, my thing is I don't have a relationship with my son from my first marriage. It's horrible. I'm not going to get into it because I'm like I want to think positive thinking, good thoughts. No negativity. Yeah, no drama. I don't want no. I'm against drama. You come on YouTube to get away from drama, right? Or personally, I do. My virtual friends, the good people, but just. As we all know, there's plenty of drama on here, but I choose to get away from it. I mean, I don't want to complain about nothing. I did. I mean, even I was complaining about computers and stuff, but I don't want to not get into arguments. Like the tone wood stuff like that. I could care less about any of that. If it sounds good to me, I like it. I don't get into that stuff. Everybody has their own thinking, and yeah, I'm sure I'm sure if you played this on this kind of guitar, or this kind of wood, this wood, and I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell anything different. But that's just me. I go with the flow. But we went out. Let me see. We went out. We took the dog out to get groomed today. Took her to the groomers. And then we went to had to get some food shopping. It is. You're right. You're right, Craig. It's a waste of time. And we did some food shopping. Get my low cal or healthy choice type foods or whatever. But I found out that I can still eat anything. Before, when I would diet, the 10 or 30 times I lost a lot of weight that I said I wouldn't gain it back. When I would go off, it would set me off and I couldn't get back on. But here's my mindset right now. So far it's working, right? So far it's working. I was so big, almost 300 pounds, 294, where when you can't tie your shoes, you can't do normal necessities, it's time to do something, right? So, because since I lost the 60 pounds, since April 10th, I lost 60 pounds. I've cheated. I try not to do it. I don't do it often. Like I had a period there, like maybe once every 10 days I was cheating, right? Doing bad. And then now not as much. And I was still losing weight. But when I was cheating, I got in my head, I was thinking, I'm not going to let it ruin, what I'm doing. I'll just go back into not eating a lot the next day, right? And, oh, that is good. Yeah, that is good. Greg, I've been dieting so long, I just know, just counting calories. I know what's what. I'm probably eating 1,000, 1,500 calories a day, something like that, which is really not, you need more, but I know a lot of people, that's all they eat, I think a grown man, 2,400 calories or something like that. No, I'm not eating nowhere near that. But the thing is, you can still cheat, but just don't. I have it in my head that I'm not going to go back to my bad habits. The next day I do fine. So it's been working for me. Yeah, I'm still eating carbs, very little, because they're they're little amounts. I'm not cutting anything out. I mean, I'm not eating candy when I cheat I do, but for the most part, I don't eat no carbs. Very little. You might have some mashed potatoes in there. I might have, before, I wasn't even eating any croutons in my salad. I eat a lot of salads. Now I'll put a few in there. And we go to Roadhouse. I wasn't eating any of their rolls. They have real good rolls. I'm going to eat one, right? I'm not going to put any butter on it. So I'm going to eat one or half of one. And I'm doing fine. I'm still losing. So I have in my head, just because you eat something, you don't have to go off and start going crazy.
So the rosemary that I use, I actually picked it from a bush that was growing right on my street. I walked by it many times. My sister actually goes and gets rosemary there.
Well, I know what to eat, just because I've been doing it so long. But I've been doing it. Yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you knew how I was, Charles. It was like, I still want to lose another 20 pounds. That'd be good. But my wife, she says you should just stay where you're at. I mean, it's nice tying your shoes on. And there's other benefits too. You can see. Well, all right. How do I put this in a nice way? My doctor told me. How do I put it? when you're overweight, your libido really goes down. Yeah, that's the first thing it goes. I mean, when you start losing, anyway. But then it comes back. For every 20 pounds you lose, you get an inch back. Oh, never mind. That's a joke. Just joking. It's a joke. But of course, like I said, I've done it so many times. I said we can gain back, but I did. But now I'm running out of time, being as old as I am. Right? I could get sick. Could get sick tomorrow. Let me see. My father, on his side, no one lived past 69 on my father's side, and he made it to 94. But the last 15 years was not good of his life. Suffering from dementia and strokes and everything. I'm 69 right now. So, and I'm 69. I got an older brother. I got a sister that's 80, and she's doing good. I mean, I think she's doing good. She's got to get a hip replacement. Yeah, well, I still drink coffee. That's about what I eat. Not baking too much. No, I mean, I'm not a bacon eater. I do like it. I mean, but pretty much it's what I'm doing. Pretty much what I'm doing. But I do drink coffee. I'm not going to stop coffee. I'll drink one a day, between 1 and 3. Put my creamer in there. But I'm not using sugar. I'm using substitute.
I'm not sure how well you can tell, but the plow guy just came in and cleared this entire.
Yeah, okay.
It was
I didn't know you were. Well, I don't know about that, but seems like most people are going to get dementia anyway. I mean, or not everybody. Look at William Shatner. What's he, 92? Man, I still think he's all there. 92, and he went in that capsule a couple years ago. Oh my gosh, 92. But yeah, I love my coffee, and I used to like McDonald's coffee, McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yeah, but it doesn't. We have the Keurig, and you can buy the Dunkin' Donuts stuff, but it doesn't taste anything like that. Not to me. No, I don't want you. All right, whatever you say, Dollpaw, that's fine. It's fine with me. Like I said, I don't get into the, I don't have to agree with you. Agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. But I don't know. I don't. I'm not gonna research any of that stuff. I'm not a doctor, but I play one at home. I don't know, and Tonewood, and you all can fight it out with other people. I'm not getting involved. I don't care about any of that stuff. Well, I do agree with that. Donuts, and I love them too, man. But yeah, they are not good. Yeah, I pretty much cut out, like I said, I'm not eating very little bread. I wasn't eating any at all, but I eat very little bread. Usually it's wheat bread or some other type, but it's so little, hardly anything. And then my wife what'd she get? A pretzel, one of those nice pretzels that, I forgot what this place is called, the hot pretzels. I ate a bite of that, a couple bites. Yeah, Greg, I have to agree with you. Yeah. I don't do, I've never been into drugs I've never been addicted to drugs or I don't care for liquor. I remember drinking when I was just to fit in, and I didn't really enjoy drinking beer. Yeah, I've been drunk a few times, when I was younger, but why did I do it? To impress them or myself or just to fit in? It was stupid. Stupid reasons. I just don't drink cigarettes. I never smoked cigarettes. I mean, I tried. I couldn't get into that. I just couldn't. Why? I don't even like it. And everybody, I got two siblings, and I got two brothers and two sisters, and my parents. They all smoked, but me. Everybody smoked. I mean, they don't. Well, my siblings don't smoke. They did, but they smoked for a while. My wife smoked for a good while, but she gave it up about 30 years ago. But my mother was. I can remember my mother coughing in the morning. Yeah, I get up for school, and she'd just be hacking. She quit. She probably smoked for 30 years before she quit, but she still died of colon cancer. Was it related to smoking? Who knows? Who knows? But anyway. But let me see. I've been in and out. No, not quite an hour. I want to go 10 minutes. Go 10 minutes more. Hey, look, I haven't crashed. Watch. As soon as every time I say I haven't crashed, I crash. Computer's still running good. Let's see what my temperatures are. It will be a little hotter when I'm doing this. Run a little hotter. It is. Come on. 43. The CPU package is 53. The CPU is 41. It's very good. It's doing good. Very good. 42. Yep. Ryzen is designed. These new AM5s are designed to run hot. They can get up to 95. Of course, you don't want it near there, but they can run 95. I'm good. My cooler is doing fine. I put it on right. It's doing good. Very satisfied. Very satisfied. What? College low. Oh, I'm not going to. Tone wood. Abuse term, but wood makes a big difference in certain situations. Yeah, I mean, you all can argue. I'm not getting involved. I don't care. If it sounds good to me, I like it. I don't care about physics or any of that stuff. I know you guys, not personally you, but people go crazy over this stuff. I mean, Paul Reed Smith, people are arguing with him all the time. They give him hell. But I'd say he's doing pretty good though. He makes pretty good guitars, but I don't get into that tone wood thing, and like I said, I don't know why I started buying expensive guitars. I guess in a sense it'll like maybe motivate you to play more because you put so much money into it. But like I said, when I see these guys, Lester Mitchell, the Ball Shredder, Guitar Max, these guys that play these cheap guitars, and they sound freaking phenomenal, and other guys too. You don't have to spend $1,000 to get a good sounding guitar. That's all I'm saying. The people going crazy understand nothing. Let me see. Oh, Rama, sorry. He is a criminal, huh? He stole your guitar's design, huh? Did you live in Maryland? Because that's where he grew up at, or right outside of Baltimore, where I'm from. Or he was in Baltimore. I'm not thinking he might have been in Baltimore City at one time. I don't. Well, if you say so, I'm not. Who am I? I don't. You never lied to me. I don't. Yeah, but doesn't everybody? I mean, isn't every guitar brand out there, especially the budget ones, they're copying off of each other, right? Look at Intel and AMD. They do the same thing, Look at these different car manufacturers. They all have four wheels. I don't know. You're an interesting guy, Dogpaw. Oh, Santana. So you knew him. Or it was part of, or they stole it from Peter. Okay. All right. All right. Gotcha. That's noted. Duly noted. Oh, we got 10 people in here. Yeah, that's why I don't like. That's why I like if you have Charles. Charles is in here. He has the gift to communicate. Where I just ramble. At least in my. I ramble on and on and on. Where I like way the way Richard the bald shredder. I like when he's really good on his reviews. And, well, he should be. You know what I mean? It's his background, really. I just love it when people, like when I'm listening, whether it's political, anything. When people speak really good, it makes you want to listen. You know, I'm not like that. Or interesting things, or even the way they talk. Some people talk, they talk too fast, which I could be. I've been. there's not a nicer guy in this world. The nicest guy in this chat, and everybody's nice in here, but I know Charles. I've never met a nicer person. I mean, I never heard him say a bad word about anything. Nothing. I don't know, what, 6 months or 7 months we've been doing this stuff? Maybe 8 months, 6 or 7 months, since you got your doll working right the way you want it to work. I appreciate that. And you don't put me down. You never put me down about anything. Like a lot of people do. But it doesn't matter. All right, I'm going to play something leading out here. Check this out. I'm going to play this. Actually, it's let me see if I get. Tell me if you. I think you can hear this all right. I'm going to play this. I like this. Like this tune.
Puppet as president.
You are fake news.
Believe me.
You are fake news.
Believe me. Puppet as president.
You are fake news.
I don't know if you picked up on some of the lyrics in there. Not that it's that many, but I think it's funny. Wrong one. I think it's funny. Comments. Here we go. Hey, Judy. Little sister, how are you? Oh my, it's like sweating. How are you? I think I fixed well, you probably didn't know. My computer problems, I think, are fixed. I just had a bad power supply. I had my old one. I had to put the brand new one. I had a brand new one. I didn't put the new one in. I was too lazy. Yeah, everything looks good. But it does get hot with that door closed. In here, it gets, and the computer's running. It gets hot. The only thing that gets, my Mac doesn't get hot. And that might be my Mac Mini M1 might be the fastest out of all three of them, really. I don't know. Yeah, decided to come here, Jude, and kill some time until I got a mod for the ball shredder at 10 p.m. our time. But, you want to hear a good guitar player. Captain Craig knows. He's one of the best. Him and Lester Mitchell. I just enjoy playing those guys. And then Laurie, the guys that play with Laurie Mishmash, man, she's, and of course the names Doll Pods are really. I don't know if you guys know Doll Pod. You don't do too much of it. You're another really really good guitar player. Les was in here earlier. He's really good. Hugh Caldwell is really good. Who was playing on that thing a couple weeks ago? I don't even remember. They were doing that. I can't remember their name, but really good. She's with a lot of good musicians. Laurie Mishmash. Yeah, watch Laurie Mishmash. Watch Q Caldwell. Watch Metalhead Hippie. He plays a lot of really good songs. And tomorrow night, Metalhead Hippie. He plays all the local guys on YouTube. He'll play your songs. And then tomorrow night, Hack is going live. Hey Matt, how are you, bro? Nice to see you. Guitar Hack is going live tomorrow night, and they're doing a thing. Here, I'm gonna get you. Oh, here, I'm gonna. So no one forgets. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. Because I'll mess up exactly what he's having, but it's a. Here, let me see here. It's about favorite deep cuts. Let me present, share. There we go. Yeah, we pick our top 10 favorite deep cuts from Led Zeppelin with Martin Popoff and Pete Pardo tomorrow at, what is it? Tomorrow at 8 p.m. More. Yeah, tomorrow, the 29th. I thought today was the 29th, to be honest with you, earlier. Yeah, tomorrow at 8 p.m. That would be good. I mean, they're like hacking them. I don't know, some of you guys are probably like out of here. They are savant on music, historic things. They can remember everything and who the guitarist was, and he was replaced by this. Oh, look. That's my little sister, Charles. 13 months younger than me. That's all she is. 13 months younger than me. Yeah, it goes from, it's like an 18-year difference between the oldest and youngest. I believe. All right, so we've been about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and let me put that one original picture up that I had. And I'm going to just let me start. Stop sharing. And I'll present. I'm going to share this, and I'll play that song. Window. Here it is. I'll play that song. And I want to thank everybody for being here and killing an hour for me or so. And what's it, Wednesday? Be safe. Have a good week. And let's get this song playing again. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. I don't know.
You are fake news.
Puppet as president.
You are fake news.